Yeah, I mean, it was a slip. It was a little bit unfortunate. I don't think he meant it. But I think Sanchez saw it coming, so didn't get too much damage done. It's a little bit frustrating to pick up a yellow card for that, because, as I say, it did look like a genuine slip. But there was a slip by Wan-Bissaka in the first half. But I suppose, 75 minutes on the clock, maybe the referee can't just let those things slide. I don't know, but there was a slip by Wan-Bissaka and Richarlison, wasn't there? And that went unpunished. Here's Elanga trying to go down the right for Manchester United, and he's blocked off, and Everton have the ball back.
Dispossessed by Iwobi, and then we get our first real look at Amari Gray, who's trying to just weave out of a bit of trouble for Manchester United players, and in the end manages to win his team through. The yellow card's probably the last thing that Everton will want going into the remaining 15 minutes of this game. So just about 15 minutes left to play. It's still 1-0 to Everton, and those yellow cards, so they'll try and stay away from them. They'll be able to put as many foot in as they can as they sit behind the ball. They're not sitting back here. Amari Gray has an opportunity. It's pretty central. Anthony Gordon making a run through the middle. Tries to find Anthony Gordon and takes a bit of a deflection. Alex Telles is then following in on Gordon, and Gordon goes down in the box. Jonathan Moss says there's nothing doing on it, but it might be one the VAR has a look on. There could have been a hand on his back. Anthony Gordon just fell down under the attention of Alex Telles, but it's Manchester United that will counter-attack with it now, and it's on the right-hand side with Cristiano Ronaldo. He can't quite keep control of it, but it still finds its way to Elanga, who tries to cross the ball through, and he's almost sliced the ball out, and I think it then takes a deflection for a corner for Everton. We'll just take another glance at what's happened here, and no, it's a dive.
No, I mean, again, we were talking about it in the first half. The hand has, literally brushed the shoulder, and he's thrown himself forward. And, thankfully, you'd kind of hope that VAR doesn't even entertain the ideas here of reviewing that, because it is a dive, and the referee hasn't given everything as the corner comes in, but Maguire beaten to it by Richarlison or Keane, but it was cleared anyway.
It was cleared away, and Manchester United will have the ball as every Everton shirt seems to be behind it. Telles tries to float one in, and in the end it's not quite good enough. It's headed away, and then Jordan Pickford manages to come out and connect it. He had to give a shout to Fabian Delph, who himself was just going to try and clear it up as far as he could up the pitch as he was swinging for it. In the end, pulls his leg away, and the England number one dives down on the ball and tells his team to calm down and get up the pitch, whilst he looks to kick this one on. No kicking, no playing out for the bat for Everton, as they won't want to risk kicking the ball away in any dangerous areas. So just searching right up the pitch. There's no real target man up there now, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin leaving the pitch, and because of that, he goes towards Richarlison, who's got absolutely no attempt to win it, and he goes straight back to Manchester United. But they'll have to start in their own half with Alex Telles. Telles offloads the ball to Sancho. He's running with a bit of purpose. He finds Bruno Fernandes, who gives the ball back to Paul Pogba. That's the first touch, just to keep on there. He gives the ball to Matip. Right hand side of him is central now, but spread wide right to Wan-Bissaka. He's got Elanga as an option. Elanga floats one into the middle. Ronaldo jumps up for it, but he goes just over his head. It's Keane that manages to clear it. Goes down to Richarlison, who tries to hold it up. He's lost out to Harry Maguire. Gone down too softly. Maguire spreads it wide to Elanga, and Harry Maguire was lights up, basically playing as a centre forward at the moment. Manchester United try and search for a goal. Van Matip gives the ball to Wan-Bissaka, who just wasn't paying much attention at all. And Richarlison manages to pick it off his toes, tries to start counter-attack. Wan-Bissaka brings him down.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I mean, Richarlison tries to win free kicks. I mean, he stepped across Wan-Bissaka there to make sure there's contact. I mean, to me, that's not a foul. It's playing for time. But again, you're looking at the Manchester United players who caught out of position. They're not desperate to get back. We're more likely to see an Everton goal on the counter than we are a Manchester United equaliser, because once Manchester United lose the ball, they kind of think that's that. Whereas Everton, they know a second goal at this late stage is going to seal the game for them. So at the moment, I'd be inclined to think if there is going to be a second goal, Everton will score it over Manchester United.
Yeah, despite Manchester United having most of the ball and being in that final third of Everton's quite a bit in the second half, just don't think there's been quite enough conviction from the Red Devils, and the Toffees look more likely of the two to grab a second one. About 11 minutes remaining in this game at regulation time. Everton still remain 1-0 up. It's such an important game for their hopes of survival and staying in the Premier League. It would be a catastrophic event for Everton and their fans if they were to go down to the Championship and being relegated from the top flight after coming up to it. Well, now Michael Keane tries to back on the ball over the top to Richarlison. He's chasing it, but a bit too much from the centre back, and it goes straight out for a goal into Manchester United. Those long balls are the well for Everton without Calvert-Lewin on the pitch. And we just see on our pictures, it looks like Toure could be warming up, and that will be certainly a defensive change to try and sit behind the ball and stay well structured if he does come on. Wait to see whether he does, and if so, who will. Pogba has a ball from distance here, he shoots low, and Jordan Pickford does well to get down and stop it. He's cut across the face of goal to sort of try and go far bottom left-hand corner instead of going for that far post, and Pickford alert to the low driving shot from Pogba, and dives down well onto it and manages to keep it in his grasp. He still remains with it in his hand, and will just take his sweet time to make sure that Everton can just sort of see this game out. But a good effort from Paul Pogba, but still nothing clear in terms of an opportunity for Manchester United.
No, I mean, it's given his talent, I suppose. He scored from that kind of range. As Richarlison tries his luck, he slipped, took a deflection, but he was well out of goal, and the deflection wasn't particularly decisive. But it's an opening. It's 25 yards out. Hit the target. Everton just got caught a little bit open there in the middle of the pitch, and we know he can strike it, but Pickford was equal to it. But you know, if you're Everton trying to protect a 1-0 lead, you'd be happy that Manchester United is shooting from that kind of range. So United aren't doing enough. Juan Mata's got the ball here, but he hasn't opened up the defence at all. I don't think he's played a ball that's gone beyond 10 yards. Pogba's in walking mode, and again, Maguire's sort of auxiliary forward there, and Mata is trying to tee him up. Why would you be teeing up a centre half 25 yards out?
It's a strange one. They've sent Harry Maguire forward, but not to play long balls into the box, so you wonder why they've done it. But Jadon Sancho's got a bit of a chance to try and shake off a few shirts here. He beats Seamus Coleman, and then he manages to find a pass in the middle towards Anthony Elanga, who can't quite get it under his control, and it's cleared away by Everton. And Richarlison will hold it about 40 yards out from the goal, but he's beaten to it by Harry Maguire, who gives the ball to Mata. Mata gives it to Telles, who plays the ball through towards the middle. It's then headed away by Ben Godfrey, and this Everton defence is now having to be asked questions as to whether they can knock the ball away when it does come down on that left-hand side. It tends to keep being that left-hand side where the crosses are coming in from. They hold it now on the left-hand side again with Sancho. He gives the ball to Harry Maguire, who looks like he could be lining up for a shot. He is lining up for a shot. He lets fire, and in the end, it is blocked by Seamus Coleman, who comes straight out and watches that ball deflect away towards Manchester United's half. The ball now safely back with David De Gea. It just goes back to what we're saying. Why is Harry Maguire on the edge of the belt, just letting fly from 25 yards out, when they can be just trying to find balls in the box, or a bit more gentle passing as Sancho comes down the left-hand side, manages to find a cross towards the middle. It's Wan-Bissaka controls it on his chest, gets a shot away, but Damari Gray just about gets in his body in the way of it to get a clearance away. Then a cross is trying to play through, and Jordan Pickford just about keeps it in play and holds the ball and wants to wait for time. But as they come down that left-hand side, it's all really coming through Alex Telles and Jadon Sancho, and then finds its way over the top to Wan-Bissaka, who does really well to realise he's got enough time to take a touch on his chest, but in doing that he allows Mikolenko and Damari Gray to get in the way of it, and they block that effort.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bodies on the line at the end. Damari Gray equal to it, but Sancho's come alive towards the second half, in the sense that he looks like he's got the beat in whoever's in front of him. But we're talking in the 83rd minute, so where was this in the first half? I mean, Manchester United just takes so long to get out first gear. If you look at the way this game's gone, or the way this game's going right now, Manchester United are bossing it. They're not worried about the counter. Why weren't they doing this in the first half? I know Everton are sitting a little bit deeper, but they've got the confidence. Sancho's taken on players, Elanga's taken on players. They weren't doing this first half, start of the second half. Doucouré's just come on for Fabian Delph, so it's like for like really there. But yeah, Manchester United have wasted too long and waited too long, and they've been wasting whatever chances they've got.
Yeah, like you say, that like for like switch, it's Abdullah Doucouré who's come on for Fabian Delph. The difference between those two that Everton might take as an advantage in the remaining 6 minutes of this game is the physical presence that Doucouré offers. He's got plenty more height in him than Fabian Delph, and some of the long balls do continue to come in. We hope that Doucouré will be able to get in the way and block them off. But Manchester United just have the ball inside their own area now with De Gea, and they'll try and start from the back. It goes down to the left-hand side. As our pictures show it with Alex Telles on this near side. They've just been doing that all game down the left-hand side, and now with Cristiano Ronaldo, which is their usual position. right-hand side. He then, with a little bit of a touch on Alex Iwobi, points towards the linesman's flag and towards the linesman and claims it was a free kick.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd gone down at the moment of contact, you never know what the referee might do, but because it's not really that much contact and then you realise the ball's getting away, you do make it look like it's a free kick. But we haven't seen that sort of running from deep from Paul Pogba since he came on, which was a long time ago now. I mean, Jordan Pickford really ought to get a yellow card for time wasting. I have to say, he's been time wasting as best he can. Oh yeah, he has got a yellow card. Yeah, it's been coming. But again, there's not the urgency. What is Ronaldo coming deep for? Why is Mata going into the box for Ronaldo? I mean, this is just reasons why Manchester United look as though they're clueless this season. There's no obvious line of attack. I don't know what they're trying to do. Maguire, is he playing as a striker or is he not playing as a striker? Is Ronaldo playing as a winger or not as a winger? I mean, they're just not playing well, and they haven't done all season. And I think Ronaldo's just talked his way into a book there as well.
Ronaldo's just kicked the ball away in a bit of frustration there, quite powerfully towards the Everton bench, and he's picked himself up a yellow card. So the Portuguese goal scorer will find his way in the book, his 6th booking of the season for Cristiano Ronaldo, and his signs of frustration showing for Manchester United now, and he is a frustrated figure quite often when his teams are performing. But not very long left in this game for Manchester United to grab an equaliser, or for Everton to be able to hold on. But just coming up on 87 minutes played in this game, and Everton do well to win the ball back inside Manchester United's half here. And Alan gives the ball back to Iwobi. Iwobi's trying to make a run at these Manchester United defenders. Plenty of red shirts around him. Gives the ball to Demarai Gray, who's trying to do a nice little bit of footwork. Too many red shirts, as we just mentioned. Manchester United comes over the ball. It's Alex Telles, left-hand side once again. Telles gives the ball to Sancho. Sancho lays it back to Fernandes, who tries some sort of outside of the foot chipped pass, and it's just horrendous. It's nowhere near any Manchester United player that's coming forward. He's put way too much on it. He's given so much time position so far in the air for Jordan Pickford to come across towards it, and it ends up going out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Pickford, he's just having a chat with the steward now. I mean, he's on a yellow card. He can't be too silly, but yeah, I mean, they've done a job. I mean, the Everton, they haven't played great. They've dug in. I think he doesn't perhaps get the plaudits very often, Godfrey, but I think he's done what he's needed to do. In fact, they've looked pretty solid at the back as a back four. Yes, there have been one or two moments for Manchester United, but not nearly enough for a side that's fourth bottom. And a side that's going for top four. You know, you'd think it was the other way around. Everton are grinding out a win to, you know, book the top four place. That kind of thing. It's just problems for Manchester United. Everton, they might take this as a confidence boost. They haven't played well, and you can still point to one or two errors and things like that. But there's no doubt in their commitment.
Absolutely no doubt in their commitment as Jadon Sancho tries to grab something down this left-hand side, but battle long and hard with Seamus Coleman, and Seamus Coleman comes out victorious. He then fires the ball out towards Anthony Gordon, and it's brought down by Alex Telles. I'm quite sure that that's been given as a free kick or a throw. To see what is given there, but I think the free kick is felt around just about over a minute remaining in this game, and Everton have done so well to hold on to this 1-0 lead, but as you mentioned, it's not exactly been the best performance. They've just ground it out. That home advantage surely will have helped them. We spoke